Why does identity theft fraud disappears off the credit report, your credit report, then reappears back on your credit report months later? Why does identity theft fraud disappears off of your credit report, then reappears back on your credit report months later? This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. If you would like legal advice, if you would like financial advice, I suggest you find yourself a competent professional and please be advised. What I'm about to say here is strictly for education and information purposes only. The views and opinions of me, the host for sites, is not the views and opinions of any platform that hosts Blind Intelligence. Now, that was my question that I asked you because identity theft is real. And these problems that I want to talk about today is real. You get an identity, you look at you get a call. Let's go there. You get a call. Because you're going to get a call. It's a third-party debt collector collecting on a debt. Or it might be a debt junk buyer. Calls you up, say, hey, is this John Doe? You go and say, yeah, this is John Doe. Do you owe X, Y, and Z, this, that, and that? No, I don't. Or you get it, okay, or you get a letter in the mail. And I'm talking about now you got a letter in the mail saying the same thing. You're like, well, where did this come from? Come to find out you are a victim of identity theft. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna listen to my videos, of course, or you're gonna listen to somebody else's videos, of course, on how to deal with it. You've already looked at the videos, and now you're gonna go and you're gonna address it. You're gonna get your FTC affidavits. You're going to get your police reports. You're going to do all the things that you need to do in order to, to address this identity theft. But then you do all of that. You reach out to the consumer agencies. You get your consumer reports pulled. Reach out to the consumer agencies. You reach out to your creditors. And boom. Comes right back on your report. They say we got 30 days. They're going to 30 days to respond, whatever. Boom. They're going to take it off. Then you get another report. They send you another report showing you that it was removed. Then later, within 30 days later, it comes right back. What do you do? What do you do? Well, first of all, you need to know who's reporting. Who is reporting? And that is your right as a consumer. You need to know who's reporting this. And when you find out who's reporting this information, because the consumer agencies have to tell you this, who's reporting this information, because that way you can address the identity theft to who's reporting, because it could be a third-party consumer agency, CoreLogix, SageStream, Innovis, LexisNexis, LCI. It's a lot of them. It's a bunch of them. That's not even a drop in the bucket. That's not even a drop in the bucket. Those are just ones that that we all know of, just about the people that's in this space. And a lot of times they be the ones that's reporting, especially LexisNexis and LCI. Okay. They reporting on your reports. You find it out, and you send them a letter. You send them a letter. You send them affidavits, everything, boom, boom, FTC affidavits, doing all that. You send them those, was it the 605B affidavits, whatever you want to call it, doing all that. You send in everything. They report you, they got to remove it. Because 15 USC 1681B, what does that say? Go read it. I'm not going to sit here and read that mess. I'm not going to read that information to you. I want you to go read, because you have to know this information for yourself. That's permissible. I'm going to tell you this much. That's permissible purpose. They got to get your information. They got to have your information. They got to get your permission to furnish that information. Because if it's not, that is what? Hearsay. It's hearsay. It's like PACER. People get bankruptcies and stuff from PACER. Okay, PACER, they're a data furnisher. They're a public access data furnisher that gets these public records. Right? Okay, cool. But they go over there, they get a membership, and they get the information and report it. That's hearsay. You did not give them permission to report that on your report. And I don't give a ding dong what attorneys say that could be that could be legal. That ain't legal. I don't care what attorneys say that. If attorney tell you that, they crazy. That ain't legal. What does the law say? What does the law say? So if they use your information without your permission, that's identity theft. I don't care what nobody say. You didn't give them permission to you. You don't even know who SageStream is. You don't even know who CoreLogix is or LexisNexis. So you definitely, if you don't know who they are, you definitely didn't give them permission. They don't have no permissible purpose to report that information. You got to know this information for yourself. Because ain't nobody gonna be able to. Yeah, you got a lot of these companies out here. Look, let me tell you something. You got a lot of good companies out here. They know what they're doing. They gonna hook you up. You got a lot of them out here that's really doing the job. But what I say is, you might got the bread to do it. You might just got the bread and let them do what they do. And that's totally fine. That's on you. But if you know, like me and others, that had to go into the trenches where you didn't have the bread, you didn't have the financial capabilities to help yourself get out of this mess, to hire a very good credit credit repair company that has the software and all that kind of jazz to help you maneuver. A lot of folks got a lot of software out here, and it's very, very good. But if you didn't have the money to do that, you got to learn this stuff for yourself. And I say to you, it's better for you to learn now than to lose later on. Because what happens when you get into a position where you don't, or you get into a position to where somebody's coming to you for the information? What you gonna tell them? Especially a loved one, significant other. You're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, Folks got to do. Let's say a stranger, somebody in your business. You may have a business. It's just different thing. I mean, people. Some people that's gonna look to you for the information. I say you did that, and say and they say, well, you tell them, well, I got this credit repair company to do this. They say, well, I can't afford that. What you gonna tell them? What you gonna tell them? That's why I say it's important. This you can help somebody, or look, you don't have to just help somebody. You can put them point them in the direction where they need to go. Say they did this, and this by looking at your paperwork, and give them some type of an idea on how to resolve this matter. Because identity theft is real. I've never experienced it. I hope I never experience it. But you got you got all these different types of companies out here that they put up a guarantee that saying they're gonna pay you a certain amount of money if your bread was taken from your bank account and all that kind of jazz. And I think that's wonderful. I ain't hating on nobody. That ain't my thing. I like to see everybody win. If a company is gonna put up some bread to guarantee that you'll get your bread back, if they don't fix your information, you definitely gonna get your bread back. Man, go with them. Handle your business. If you can afford it, handle your business. I don't disparage nobody. I don't tell them but I just encourage people to learn it for themselves. I'm not saying that these folks gonna cheat you. They may not never cheat you. Because identity IQ is a pretty good one. Because I was on the phone with one of their representatives, and they were saying that some of the same stuff I'm talking about. So I said, look, you gotta, hey, if you can afford it, go with it. But I'm gonna tell you something. Reading that information and knowing what they know that's an extra insurance. It's an extra insurance on your end because you don't know who's telling you what. I'm gonna be real with you. You don't. So if you see what they're saying and it's matching and mirroring everything that they're saying, then you know you're getting the truth. You know you're getting the truth. Identity theft is real. And do not sleep on your rights. I tell you this time and time again, and I'm going to say it one more time. Keep your personal information on your credit reports clean. One name, one address, one telephone number. The last four of your social security number needs to say the same thing. Let your place of employment, if you have a place of employment. When you pull your reports, all of that need to say the same thing. That means they need to be reporting the same thing. Some of them may report, some of them, you might take out, for example, you might take out a personal loan with a bank. The bank only reports to one consumer agency. That's fine. You know that that's yours. There's no activity on that report or any of the three reports. If your information is there, whatever activity on those reports you're going to know about. I'm your host, Foresight. This is Blind Intelligence. If you find this enlightening, you find this informational, educational, show a brother some love. Oh, and by the way, leave a comment because I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. Until then, you stay safe, stay informed, and stay encouraged.